A terrorist in the Philippines is holding an American hostage. His name is Abu Sabaya. He's been demanding $10 million for 4 months in every conversation and every call without moving an inch. The FBI has been coaching the negotiator what to say and how to act, but after 4 months, it has produced no results. Sabaya refuses to release the prisoner without getting his money. Then, on one call, the negotiator, a Filipino soldier called Benji, does something completely different. He stops arguing. He just reflects back, word for word, everything Sabaya has ever said. Every grievance, every injustice, every complaint about 500 years of oppression. Then he goes quiet. Sabaya is silent for nearly a minute before he says, "That's right. The $10 million demand was never mentioned again." And 2 weeks later, the hostage managed to escape. Now, this phenomenon is something that Chris Voss also talks about in Never Split the Difference. He talks about finding out what is the underlying need that that person has, because it very rarely has to do with what the surface request or demand is. Most people don't know how to meet their needs positively, so they meet them negatively. In this case, Sabaya wanted to feel heard, and the only way he felt he could be heard was by holding a man hostage and asking for money, like the true currency of a commercial world. Sabaya was asking for an impossible sum. He didn't care that the hostage, a 24-year-old from California, had no role in the historical grievance between Muslims and Filipinos. But the truth was that Sabaya wanted something more than the $10 million. He was asking to be heard. The moment the negotiators stopped trying to win and just listened, the money became irrelevant. Think of every difficult conversation that you have. Think of what's being asked on the surface and what is the real need underneath that. Research from Imperial College London found that leaders who respond to hard questions with open-ended questions and empathy are rated 25 to 30% higher on approachability and decision quality by their teams. Not because they had better answers, but because they found the real question first, what that person was really asking for. So before your next high-stakes presentation or conversation, think about, what does that other person really need? What is really going on for them? And what need, if satisfied, would turn this conversation around? Because yes, they may have lots of surface requests, but it's the underlying need that needs to be satisfied that will really shift it. If someone does ask for something, use this technique. Help me understand. What makes you ask? You're not stalling. You're finding out the true need underneath the request. Because Savaya didn't want $10 million. In fact, the real answer to his question cost nothing at all.